What up, everybody? The Iceman here on the Iceman V2013 YouTube channel on this Monday. After a great weekend of football, we're back to the week of professional wrestling. Starting off with Monday Night Raw tonight. People are asking, Raw seems to get over 2 million viewers a week for the most part, or just about 2 million. SmackDown seems to do slightly better on Fox on Friday nights. And people are saying, well, why is WWE getting a much higher viewership than All Elite Wrestling? And look, WWE's been around forever. And really, once the 90s hit, and they started Monday Night Raw, Raw is War, and whatever. And then in the early 2000s, started SmackDown. They just seemed to grow. And SmackDown grew from Monday Night Raw, but you sort of missed the point that back then, in those days, the WWE, once SmackDown began, there was huge talent. There was huge talent there prior to SmackDown when the Monday Night Wars were going on with WCW, because there was just such bigger stars way back. You can't count the amount of big stars that they had on your hands and your toes, because there was just so many. And nowadays, when you look, Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, quite honestly, the big stars, you could probably count on both hands. And I don't even think you need a foot or any toes to count. So, a lot of people are asking, why doesn't AEW get the viewership that they were getting in the very beginning? Because, quite honestly, when AEW started, they had a different path of wrestling. I liked what they were doing when they aired in 2019, and they went off on a different direction. Why? I'm really not sure. They hit millions. A million viewers, and they were really constantly in the high 900,000s as far as viewership went. And a lot of people were telling me, well, they did a lot better when CM Punk showed up. Yeah, for a short time. And if you recall CM Punk cutting a promo one night on AEW Dynamite saying, I'm here for the people in the locker room. Yeah, right, Punk. What young star did you lose to in the locker room? MJF? You came out and beat an original from AEW, from Ring of Honor, Hangman Adam Page. You hardly lost. I think you lost to like 2 people. I mean, come on. But they claim, okay, yeah, CM Punk was the ratings drawer. Maybe he was for a short time, but he also was the destroyer for AEW by having Hangman and the Bucks and other people be suspended. So, it is what it is. And why they don't get the viewership now, I'm not really sure, because I watch their shows. I think they're good, but they're not pushing a lot of people that are not from the WWE. When Ethan Page left Impact Wrestling, I said, oh, great. He's going to get pushed in AEW. What has Ethan Page done? There's been numerous other people that you think are going to get pushed and they don't. And quite honestly, People don't want to see Jon Moxley every week. They don't want to see Chris Jericho every week. They don't want to see Bryan Danielson every week. They don't want to see Claudio every week. I mean, it just, the list goes on and on and on. And then you bring in a bunch of women, Ruby Soho, Toni Storm, Madison Rayne from Impact Wrestling. You bring in all these women from other promotions. Saraya's now back and they're pushing her. I mean, people are saying, enough's enough. Push your talent. And a lot of people were saying on Dynamite when Saraya picked Toni Storm over Hikaru Shida, that was a ditz to Shida. And I agree. I totally agree. Shida was a champion for a year in the COVID days with no crowd, and I think she deserves a lot more. She did her job for a year in front of no fans. So AEW, seriously, you gotta think about what you're doing and what direction you want to go in. Split Omega and the Bucks up. Keep them in the company, but split them up. I think, maybe Omega's not going to have another singles run no more. That's quite possible. But quite honestly, if you think about this, who is Jon Moxley really lost to? Yeah, he lost to CM Punk. Kenny Omega. Other than that, who does Moxley lose to? He puts nobody over. He truly doesn't. At least Bryan Danielson puts people over. Chris Jericho puts people over. I don't know. AEW is trying to push Darby Allin again, but he was already a TNT champion. Why not somebody else like Ethan Page? Why not like a Ricky Starks? They need to figure it out. And to me, that's the reason why AEW Dynamite can't hit 1 million on a weekly basis. And people are just getting tired of seeing ex-WWE people because they always seem to be on every single week. With that being said, this is the Iceman on the Iceman V2013 YouTube channel. Peace out, everybody. Have yourself a great Monday.